But what is visualization? Because you cannot doubt that when somebody visualizes something and they visualize themselves sitting on the Bahamas and enjoying themselves, right? You cannot doubt that their energies are actually there, because they are. And they're like, yeah, but the physical is here, physical entity is here. But physical entity is not your entirety. You are infinite soul and infinite spirit, infinite energy in a limited body.
Welcome, welcome, creators, to a new episode of Ask Master Anything. My name is Maria, and I am with Master Sri Akarshana. Namaste, Master. Thank you so much for your time, for being here. And today's question was asked by Rochelle Toledo. And the question is, can we go back in time and make things right? Ooh, what do you have to say to that, Master?
So going back in time is moving in different dimension. Can we move in different dimension? In fact, we always are switching dimension. When we turn our vibrational frequency, we change into a new reality, almost like when you shift the dial on a radio channel. So the answer is yes. The follow-up for that is that it's not that everybody can do it just like that. Why? Because you need to be very, very able to shift and transmute all of your energies and bring it from one place to another place. Now, what do I mean by this? So let's say, for example, if I was to ask somebody, to remember the moment that you want to go back to, okay, there could be person A who would remember everything exactly like it, almost like when they close their eyes, they see the situation, circumstance as it is, okay? There could be the second person, person B, who is kind of like, I kind of see a little bit, I kind of remember a little bit, but I'm not entirely back in that situation, okay? When they close their eyes and visualize. Now, some people be like, but they're just visualizing, they're just imagining, right? But what is visualization? Because you cannot doubt that when somebody visualizes something and they visualize themselves sitting on the Bahamas and enjoying themselves, right? You cannot doubt that their energies are actually there, because they are. And they're like, yeah, but the physical is here, physical entity is here. But physical entity is not your entirety. You are infinite soul and infinite spirit, infinite energy in a limited body, limited physical existence. So what does this mean? It's to answer this question, it's very similar to, let's say, for example, somebody who's in meditation, right? Have you been in meditation before where you're meditating and you hear noise in the room or somebody walking by and all these distractions? You've had that before?
Yes, I have.
Right? Just like most people have. So when you are hearing all of that, but then you have some people who are deep into meditation where things are moving and they're not hearing any of it. So what's the difference? Energy distribution. If more energy distribution and focus is somewhere else without limited mind going on here and chatter going on, then the gateway, when mind is suspended, gateway opens, portal is open, then the energy is transmuted into different dimension already, right? How often does that happen for most people? Not very often. Why? Because most people are too consumed with physical and physical mind, right? So to answer that question, first of all, is it possible? Yes, it's highly possible, right? Can most people do it? Not really, because most people even have trouble trying to take their energy somewhere, focused so intensely, right, without any distraction, right? If they really wanted to attempt to do it, what would be the practices? Okay. Number one practice would be to silence the mind through breath work until mind is no longer thinking. When mind is no longer thinking, the energy gates will start opening. Second step would be focus towards third eye. Visualize a bright light. Because when you visualize that bright light and your energies are all focused towards that bright light, your energies are already transmuting and transcending beyond this physical reality. Right? That's the second point. Right? Third point is Where are you moving the energy? Through that light, start visualizing the exact scenario of that time, that experience, that moment that you are wanting to go back to or change, right? Then when you visualize it, move into the scenario, whoever you're with, be with that person, be all there, no distractions, right? Whatever you want to change in that moment, if you said something wrong or you, whatever it is, then do in that energy, visualize yourself doing, having that conversation again, the way you want to make it, the way you want to have it, or take the action again, the way you want to take it, right? Then after all of that, return your energy in exactly the same way you entered and come back. Now, when you come back, right, what's likely to happen? Well, it depends how much energy distribution was actually in that dimension traveling. If you were completely no longer here and you didn't hear any sounds at all and you were completely there feeling every emotion of it, highly likely you will look at your partner or whoever you were engaging with, and then they will say something almost like that mistake never happened. And you'll be like, this is so strange, right? Or a highly likely thing to happen is you can move back into the situation where basically you went into a different dimension to apologize. You came back into this dimension and they're still angry at you. Then what do you realize? You realize that you didn't distribute enough energy to the other side, right? Like I said before, is it highly likely that the majority of people will be able to transcend their energies this way? Not really, right? Is it possible? Yes, very possible. But it takes practice, it takes time, right? It takes understanding one's energy, practicing breath work, practicing meditation, practicing focusing. So there's different practices we do to enhance these powers. When you can do that, then you can change any circumstance, move into any dimension you want to.
Wow. That is unbelievable, because literally, guys, like, you can do anything, and these are the type of content that you find in this channel. So, Master, once again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And guys, if you enjoyed this video and got anything from it whatsoever, please give a like, hit the like button, and also comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Would you be willing to give this a try? And also make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button with a little bell that is on the side, so that you can activate the notifications, and that way you won't miss any of the amazing videos that we're posting every single day to make this your best year yet. Thank you so much, Master. Namaste.
Namo Namaste.